Welcome sa klase ni Sir Roger. Klase na parang nagkwekwentuhan pero may matututunan. Ang klase na para sa lahat, lalo na sa mga nahihirapan. Basta kay Sir Roger, ibang klase. Let's go! So ngayon, ang gagawin natin, magsasagot tayo ng ilang mga multiple choice question. Related ito dun sa ating unang video related sa Introduction to Management Accounting. So meron tayong ilang mga questions na sasagutan, tapos analyze natin kung bakit ganun yung mga nagasagot niya. Para may idea kayo sa pag mag-a-apply tayo ng napag-aralan natin dito sa mga questions. Mga common board questions ang tawag natin dito. Okay? So, ilan lamang mga questions ito para at least matulungan tayo pag mag-a-analyze tayo whether na intindihan ba natin yung binasa natin or yung ating napag-aralan during last video. So, unahin na natin. Number 1, management accounting differs from financial accounting in that management accounting provides information, letter A, of a special purpose nature to people external to the entity and it is highly regulated. Letter B, for the day-to-day running of an entity and is governed by the requirements of PFRS. Letter C, to shareholders who wish to have input into the management of the entity and it is regulated by the generally accepted accounting principles. Letter D, for those users internal to the entity and is largely unregulated. So isa-isa natin. Sa letter A, alam natin pinagkaiba ng management accounting at financial accounting during the last video. Ang management accounting, hindi siya regulated masyado. Kaya mali yung letter A natin because it is highly regulated. So mali ito, no? Letter B, day-to-day running of an entity, pero governed siya ng PFRS. Dapat yun ay pang financial accounting. So mali din yung ating letter B because ang management accounting ay hindi siya governed ng PFRS. Okay? Letter C, to shareholders who wish to have input into the management of entity and it is regulated by generally accepted accounting principles. So parehas siya halos ng letter B, dito pa lang malalaman natin, hindi siya regulated ng GAAP. Yan. So mali din ang ating letter C. Letter D, para lang siya sa mga internal users ng entity. Yung kasing letter C, ano siya external shareholders. Yung letter A, external din also. So, mali din siya, no? Yan. Yung letter dog, tama naman siyang pang-internal use ang management accounting at hindi naman talaga siya regulated. So, it is unregulated. Okay? So, special purpose information ang binibigay ng management accounting sa mga internal users. And yung information na pinuproduce ng management accounting ay hindi siya regulated. Okay? Sa financial accounting, kung matatanda natin during our last video, ang financial accounting nagpo-provide siya ng general purpose. Okay? So, financial accounting is general purpose ang kanyang binibigay na information. Management accounting is specific. Okay? Yan. Kaya naman mali yung letter A. Tama naman, special purpose. Kaya lang regulated siya. Okay? Hindi naman regulated ang management accounting. Okay? Yan. So, subject sa regulation ng financial accounting sa kagaya ng requirements ng GAAP. Okay? So, letter dog ang sagot natin. So, sana natamaan ninyo yan, no? Next, number 2. The area of accounting that provides economic and financial information for investors, creditors, and other external users is letter A, financial accounting, B, management accounting, C, cost accounting, or D, forensic accounting. Ayan. So, ang correct answer natin dito, tama kayo, no? Letter A, financial accounting. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang information provided by financial accounting ay para sa mga external users. Ayan. So, correct answer natin is letter A. Itong management accounting natin, yung letter B, nagbibigay siya ng economic information para sa mga internal users. Okay? Hindi siya external. Ito namang cost accounting, isa siyang branch of accounting, sabi nga natin, na ang kanyang priority ay assessment ng cost of products and services and generally internal din siya. So, lagay natin dito, generally internal. Kasi meron siyang halo ng financial accounting and management accounting. Pero generally, siya ay internal. Forensic accounting naman, pinapaliwanag dyan yung mga engagements that results from actual or anticipated disputes or litigation. And pwede rin siyang maging internal or external. Okay? So, itong forensic accounting, pwede yung information niya is provided to internal or external. So, pwede siyang parehas, no? Yan. Okay? Pero ang financial accounting as defined in the definition ng financial accounting, siya ay provision of information to external users. Okay? Para siya sa mga external users. Kaya ang tamang sagot natin is letter A. Okay, good job. Nakakadalwa ka na. Tuloy mo yan. Number 3 tayo. The purpose of financial accounting is to, letter A, provide daily information on physical measures of operational performance. B, provide financial information to external parties for decision-making purposes. Letter C, assist in interdepartmental communications. Letter D, develop and implement information systems. So, tingnan natin. Ang best answer natin dito, ano sa tingin niyo? Okay, tama. The correct answer would be, or the best answer would be letter B, letter boy. Okay? Ang fundamental role ng financial accounting, again, is to provide information sa mga external users. Okay? External parties. Kung saan gagamitin nila yung information na yon in facilitating decision making. Okay? Tungkol sa kung mag-i-invest ba sila or magpapautang ba sila. Yung ibang functions na nakalagay dyan, letter A, letter C, and letter D. These are the roles of management accountant. Okay? So, pang management accounting na ito. Management accounting, and management accounting. So, yan yung mga ginagawa ng management accounting. Okay? So, letter B. So, 3 out of 3. Good. Tuloy natin. Number 4. Organizing, the process of structuring human and physical resources in order to accomplish organizational objectives, involves all of the following except letter A, specifying the appropriate department to complete each job. Letter B, determining the optimum number of jobs being performed within each department. Letter C, delegating decision-making authority within and among departments. Or letter D, establishing performance measures for each department. Okay, tingnan natin. Ang organizing, isa yan sa mga main functions of management. So, organizing, one of the main functions of management. Okay. Actually, 5 yung functions ng management. We have, or sa ibang references, 3 lang siya, no? Yung 5 yon, organizing, you have your planning, okay? Organizing, you have your planning, you have your control, okay? Meron pang sinasama na leadership, okay? Leadership, tapos meron pang performance management. Okay? Organizing, planning, control, leadership, and performance measurement. So, again, this is not absolute. Pwedeng sa ibang references, 3 lang yan. Pwedeng planning, control, and evaluate or measure. Okay? So, yung iba naman, 5. Okay? Ayan. Balik tayo. Ang letter, except dito, except. Alin daw dyan ang hindi kasama sa organizing? Ayan. So, organizing involves all of the following except. Ang sagot natin dyan is letter dog. Establishing performance measures for each department. Kasi, ang establishing performance measure, hindi siya tinitingnan as part ng organizing function. Pero itong 3, lahat ng yan is part of organizing function. Okay? Specifying the appropriate department. Alamin mo kung sino yung mga department involved para makumpleto yung job. Ilang number of jobs. Okay? Determine the optimum number of jobs being performed within each department and delegate decision-making authority within and among departments. So, ayan. So, letter D ang sagot natin. Next, number 5. True or false muna tayo. Management accounting is subject to the rules formulated by standard setters such as the FRSC. Ayan. So, malinaw naman. Hindi regulated ang management accounting. Therefore, ang sagot natin dito is false. Hindi siya subject sa rules formulated by the standard setters. Kasi nga, internal din naman ang gagamit niya. So, hindi siya subject. Anong subject? Anong subject sa rules formulated by FRSC or mga standard setters? Mga financial accounting. Or financial accounting natin ang subject sa rules formulated by standard setters. So, false ang sagot natin dyan. Number 6. Another true or false. Management accounting information is primarily oriented to external stakeholders such as investors, creditors, regulators, and tax authorities. Ayan, isa na namang malaking false. Bakit? Kasi nga ulit, ang management accounting is primarily oriented to, not external, but internal. Specifically, the management. Internal, specifically the management. Okay? Pangloob lang siya, hindi siya panglabas. So, sino ulit yung primarily oriented to external? The financial accounting. Financial accounting information is primarily oriented to external stakeholders such as investors, creditors, regulators, and tax authorities. So, in this case, ang sagot natin ay false. Okay? Next. Yan, another true or false. The International Accounting Standards Board sets the guidelines used for management accounting. Sagot natin, isang malaking false ulit. Kasi nga, hindi regulated ang ating management accounting. It should be financial accounting. Financial accounting. Di ba? Paulit-ulit. Para at least ma-master natin yung differences ng management at financial. Okay? So, ang financial accounting dapat consistent yan sa rules ng IASB. Okay? Consistent dapat ang financial accounting sa rules of International Accounting Standards Board. Okay? Next, let's move forward. Katatlo na tayo. Diba, nakapito ka ng tama. Kasi nga, natututo ka. Next, huwag kang magtaka. Ba't ko nagigets? Hindi yun nakapagtaka kasi magaling ka naman eh. Number 8. Another true or false. Information about customer satisfaction is an example of financial information. Kaya mo bang i-measure ang customer satisfaction? Okay, kaya naman. Pero hindi naman siya financial. Okay, hindi siya monetary amount. So, ang sagot natin dito is false. Because ang information tungkol sa customer satisfaction is an example of non-financial information. So, therefore, siya ay pang management accounting din. Pwede siyang i-measure. Kasi ang management accounting, sabi nga natin, it comprises financial and non-financial information. Okay? Yeah. So, false ang sagot natin, hindi financial information ang customer satisfaction. Okay? Second to the last. Number 9. A field of accounting that provides economic and financial information for managers and other internal user is called. Ano sagot natin dyan? The answer is again, parehas pa din. Letter A. Okay? Yung cost accounting, isa siyang form din ng, pwede siyang under ng management accounting. Kaya lang, ang kinakapture niya is yung total cost of production by assessing the variable cost of each step of production as well as the fixed cost na din. Yun namang audit, okay? Ang audit naman is an independent examination ng financial information. Whether profit-oriented yan or not, irrespective of size at saka yung form of organization. Okay? So, ang kanyang objective is to express an opinion. Kaya naman, sagot natin dyan is again letter A. Financial accounting naman is again for external users. Okay? So, sagot natin is letter A. Last question. Ito baka medyo challenging. Hindi naman, no? Nakita lang natin yung parang may batas, pero kaya-kaya. Number 10, as a result of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. Ano yun, sir? Sa ibang lecture yun. Management accounting reports must now comply with generally accepted accounting principle. Kahit nga tanggalin mo na yan eh. Yung Sarbanes-Oxley Act, nakita mo kaagad, ang management accounting daw ay dapat mag-comply sa GAAP. Again, isang malaking false. Hindi kailangan mag-comply kasi nga siya ay unregulated. So, by the way, ang SOX or Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002, pinapaliwanag niya yung responsibility ng management sa kanilang financial statements. Okay? So in addition, yung mga top managers, kailangan i-certify nila na yung company ay meron siyang adequate system of internal control para maprotektahan yung assets ng company at masigurado ng accurate financial reports. Yun yung Sarbanes-Oxley Act. Kasi nung dati yan, before yan, hindi hindi pa malinaw yung responsibility ng management. Kaya nangyayari madalas ang fraud, okay? Ang corruption sa loob ng company na at the end ang naapektuhan is yung public. Kaya naman nagpasa ng batas sa US ng Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002 para mas malinaw kung anong responsibility ng management. Kapag hindi nila ginawa yun, mapepenalize sila. Meron din sa atin yan din sa counterpart natin sa Philippines. Okay? So, sagot natin false again because hindi naman kailangan mag-comply ang management accounting sa GAAP. Okay? So, hanggang doon yung ating multiple choice question muna para sa introduction to based management accounting. Base yun sa ating napag-usapan last video tungkol sa introduction to management accounting. Hopefully, meron kayong kahit paano nakuha sa ating 10 questions na pwede nyo magamit sa inyong pag-aaral dyan sa inyong college. Okay, so susunod na topic natin, abangan natin sa ating next video. Ingat kayo, continue working hard kasi meron niyang magiging result na maganda balak araw. Okay? So good luck and I pray for your success na maging CPA ka balak araw. Sige, thank you. Bye-bye.